We have talked in terms of working with Microsoft Excel and Microsoft Word. I'd also like to talk about utilizing the power of Microsoft Access. To do this, we must connect two databases together. Databases need to be translated to be able to work well with each other. To do this, we use a tool that is called the ODBC. Now, this is actually a component of Windows, but I'd like to take you through the setup with QuickBooks and Access. First, keep in mind that this is only available in the Enterprise Edition. If you are using any of the other editions, you will have to purchase an add-on. I'm going to go to File, Utilities, and you will notice that I have Configure ODBC. Now, the very first time you go here, you will see it says Setup ODBC. When you select it, it will take you to QuickBooks website and ask you to download a file. The file you'll be downloading are the drivers, and it'll look just like the example I have on my desktop. Simply double-click on the file and it'll load the drivers automatically. Now, earlier I mentioned this is a component of Windows. To find out what's happening in the background, we're going to go to the Start menu, to Control Panel, and into Administrative Tools. Now note, I am in the Classic view. If you are in the Category view, you'll need to switch over. In Administrative Tools, you will find an icon for Data Sources, ODBC. I'm going to select the ODBC and go to the tab that says System DSN. DSN stands for Data Source Name. When I choose the data source name, there's my QuickBooks data. If I hit the Configure key, it'll tell me the information about where it's connected. Now notice here that it'll automatically open the company if it's open on your desktop. Otherwise, you can actually select a company file. That's the setup in the background that takes care of the connection. Let's now go into Microsoft Access. I'm going to simply open a blank database that I've already prepared. Now you'll notice I have a warning about unsafe expressions. Keep in mind that this is a security warning. It's simply telling you that your macro security is set to high. You may want to speak with your IT administrator to determine whether or not you can turn that off. Now I'm going to say, no, I do not want to block unsafe examples, and I'm going to open my file. I am now ready to import my data from QuickBooks. I'll go to the word New, I'll go to Import Table, and say OK. On the bottom of the screen where it says Files of Type, I can go to the pull down, and at the very bottom you will see ODBC Databases. On the tab that says Machine Data Source, I will find the QuickBooks data. When I say OK, I will now be taken to QuickBooks and have a screen that asks, do you want to connect? The certification is QuickBooks' way of warning that someone else wants to run your file. Notice that you can allow the application to read the company file or not. I'm going to say yes and then continue. Once I do, it tells me that the data is connected into Access.